Thomas, and welcome to the Broadcast Podcast. We're recorded in WAWL. Today I'm with
Hannah,
Brianna,
Landon, Kevin.
and today we're going to be talking about music. Personally, I enjoy music a lot. One of my favorite bands or artists has got to be, if we're talking about a band, Paramore. If we're talking about an artist, I got to go with Joji. What about y'all?
One of my favorite bands is Skillet. It's a very heavy metal, more or less, like rock kind of music. That's always what I've been enjoying. But like, I also like a little bit more country, which is like Nickelback sometimes has, Nickelback's it's a little mix of both, and I really like those are like my main two, which I go to when I talk about music.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I find it hard to choose a favorite artist because I like to be diverse, open-minded. I can go from some group as Suicide Boys to Tame Impala, or to Lana Del Rey, or to vintage like who's like Tears. How do you say it? Tears for Tears?
Yeah, that's
Tears for Tears. Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Mhm.
What about you?
I don't really have a favorite. I don't really listen to bands, but if I had to pick like an artist, it would probably be like Broadway or something like that.
I respect it. Just be a little louder.
Okay.
Or move the microphone close. Y'all can move the mic, by the way.
Yeah,
And then what about you?
well, in regards to growing up with a certain artist per se, I'm not really sure because in the beginning with listening to music, I remember kind of just listening to mainstream pop, like whatever was popular or had been popular, but now I'm more listening to pop and rock from the 90s, 2000s. So I wouldn't say I grew up with anyone specifically. For me, music is more about like having fun and relaxing and just escaping from my reality. So it's just kind of the pop and rock that fits into whatever I'm feeling.
Speaking of which, feelings. What's nostalgic to y'all music-wise?
A big nostalgic music to me is like intros to like famous like TV shows, like the SpongeBob's music, and then like like Goofy Goofy Rocks.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorites, and then like Ninjago, Beyblades, Pokemon, like all like the nostalgic like TV shows I used to watch, and I just heard those intros always, and their music obviously. So it's like they would just play in my head like randomly.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, I personally, when it comes to nostalgia, I agree with the Beyblade and the whole TV show theme.
Mhm.
But I also enjoy. I keep going back to like the emo phase, but like I mean, Guitar Hero on the DS.
Oh yeah.
I think it was World Tour.
Yeah.
It was on the DS. I played it in the doctor's office in Erlanger out loud, and then my mom said, and I quote, "Don't play it out loud." I was like, "I like this song." It was actually Linkin Park's. It was one of Linkin Park's tracks off of their first record. I forgot what it was called. I forget, but it was also it was that, but it was also Crush off of Paramore's Right. That's where I first heard that whole rock era and emo era of music.
Gotcha.
I feel like, are you thinking of the song "Numb" by Linkin Park?
That's off of Meteor. That's their second record.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just know some of their songs. I do like Linkin Park a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. What about any of y'all? And what about any of y'all?
Yeah, any nostalgic to music?
Nostalgia.
I'll put in my the theme songs thing. That's a really good point. Like I definitely like literally stuff from just like I'd say the golden age of like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's crazy how a bunch of the people we grew up watching are like in their 30s now, and so you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so long ago, and we're kind of in the prime of, you know, like I think when you're younger, kind of like coming into the world, coming of age, it's like music is just one of those things where I don't know if we have a nostalgia yet. I think this will be our nostalgic time.
Yeah, I'd say this is the time.
Yeah, we're gonna look back in maybe our 30s and be like, during my teenage years, this was kind of what
this is all the
meant
music I
a
listened
lot.
to and stuff like that.
Exactly. So I don't know if the nostalgia like we
hits
can
as hard as it's like
yeah.
other people it is for. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, the nostalgia. This isn't the time to be nostalgic. This is the time where we're building those
Living
memories
yeah.
to become nostalgic. And so I don't know, like theme songs are what I can think of now, but I just think in regards to what nostalgia is, I think I'll just wait until I'm older and then I'll look back on this time of my life and be like, oh, I listened to this a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I just got
Yeah, I
it.
agree
Good point.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
agree with that.
So philosophical.
So
Just
Yeah,
like,
it's not philosophical, but you know
you're
what?
welcome.
But you know what? That's the power of music. Anybody else?
I mean,
I agree with her
Or
completely.
Okay.
or I think about like advertisements. Sometimes they play background songs, and
Oh,
that really
yeah.
just gets you. Like, let's say
Like commercials.
commercials, yeah, mostly, and it just really hits you sometimes. Like, you'll go back and go to YouTube and be like, oh wow, I forgot about this recommendation.
Yeah, like Zoo Pals.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
do you have like the toys advertisement?
No,
like,
Zoo Pals was those paper plates that look like animals.
Oh yeah, okay, no, sure about yeah.
Oh my gosh, what about, you know what another one could be? It would be like all those songs that like had dance trends or like were popular on like TikTok or Musically before it was TikTok, like just all those things, you know? You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it,
I was
but
like, those little, like,
stuff that went
music
viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of viral, what do y'all think about the Super Bowl halftime show, if you even saw it?
I went to the store, so
I would say I didn't watch it, but I knew a lot of like the memes about it. Because there's a lot of memes about like
I saw the memes.
It's like it's a Smash Bros stadium.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
I love those ones.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I mean, if you're
Neither.
online on TikTok, you're gonna come across it. But you know, didn't she announce basically another pregnancy?
Yeah, she was pregnant. She's pregnant. Yeah, I think she looked pregnant, so I'm not surprised. And also, she was dancing like really lightly, so I'm like, okay, so she's protecting the baby.
I was working during this.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but like, I was honestly just, I was like, okay, I watched it online because it was Apple Music sponsored. Plus, I have Apple Music, so I was like, okay, I might as well. And I like a lot of her discography. It's just, and then she performed, I think, All the Lights by Kanye without Kanye. And I was like,
Kanye's canceled.
Kanye
be canceled.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised because and what was it aired on NBC?
Was it? I don't remember what it was on, but yeah,
I think it's on NBC mainly, and they don't really want that. I'm not surprised.
I would say that bad PR.
They don't want that. So I mean,
he's ruined his reputation by himself. He doesn't need any help. He just says things and then
it doesn't go well.
Yeah, because he's Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye be Kanye. but no. Basically, all I have for you today. Thank you for listening to the broadcast hosted by Micah Thomas. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you,
Landon.
And thank you, Kevin. I remember that.
Because he thought it was Kelvin.
Yes, Kelvin. All right, see y'all very, very soon with another episode. Have a great